Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be about how I told my husband that we're pregnant and then how we told our other friends and family members as well. Unfortunately, there's not really a whole lot of video footage to speak of, but they're all still fun stories, so I thought that I would talk about them and I'll share what I do have. I did tell my husband the same night that I found out. There was no way that I was going to be able to wait. So anyways, if you have not seen the video where I find out that I'm pregnant, you can go watch that one first and then come back to this one. So yes, it was that same night after I had just found out. My husband was out getting groceries, and what I had planned for telling him was something that I had bought when we first decided that we were probably going to start trying soon. And I got it off Etsy. They were these meeple ornaments, and meeples are a game piece, a board game like player piece, and we're big into board games. We're total nerds that way. And we had been using, and I'll insert a picture so that you know what I'm talking about and you can see it. But we had been picking purple and orange a lot for our colors lately. Well, not lately, for a while now. Ever since our wedding, and our wedding colors were orange and purple, so he would pick orange a lot and I would pick purple, and so I got an orange meeple Christmas ornament, a purple meeple Christmas ornament, and then like a smaller one in gray to represent the baby. So I knew that I wanted to incorporate those somehow into how I told him. So I also knew that since he was aware that, I mean, obviously, like, we were trying, so like it wasn't going to be a complete surprise. I knew he was going to be expecting it on some level when, the time came. And so I knew that if there was any weird reason for like having a video camera out, that it would just be too obvious. Like, he would expect what I was probably about to tell him. So I had to think of a way to kind of hide it in a sense. So what I ended up doing was having the stuff set up in our spare bedroom on the dresser, and I knew I had to get him into that room somehow to show him, but do it in a way that didn't raise suspicion. So I made up a story about one of our dogs who definitely likes to get into mischief, so I knew that, involving her somehow was not going to raise too much suspicion. So when he got home, I had placed some kind of torn up toilet paper, like the cardboard part at the end of the toilet paper roll, on the floor, like leading into the second bedroom, because our dogs have both done that before, chewed up. They like anything paper related, Kleenexes, toilet paper, cardboard. So I said when he got home, come look at what our dogs got up to while you were out. And so I had kind of a trail leading into the bedroom. So he followed it in there, and of course didn't suspect anything.
So that. Haley.
I had to figure out some reason to get you in here because I was pretty sure if I tried to like film, like you would wonder like what I was doing. So what?
Like, fingers crossed now. It's. How are you doing?
I'm still like in shock because this is probably like, I mean, one of the earliest days that you can get a positive.
I didn't even notice these.
Yeah, I bought them on Etsy as like when we first started trying because I wanted a special way to show you.
He was very excited and very shocked because even though obviously we were trying, like just earlier that day, I was telling him about how my temperature dropped and how that can be a sign that you might not be pregnant. And of course we weren't the cycle before, so it's just kind of hard not to start to think that it's gonna take a while. Yeah, so we hugged and kissed and, you know, got excited and also, you know, started talking about like hoping that it stuck and everything and that everything was going to progress the way it should. It was definitely a crazy moment to absorb because up until that point it's just waiting for that positive, and then it's like, what do we feel now that we see the positive? It's like, do we get excited? You know, it's so early that you just never know what could happen. And so yeah, lots of emotions. And then we started talking about telling our family, and we wanted it to be in person, and we knew that was going to be harder with COVID, but luckily it was beginning of October, so it was still like nice outside, so we knew that we could try and incorporate being outside with being able to like visit our families. And so with my husband's parents, they live like just a little over a half hour away from us, so that's an easy drive. And they had, can't remember if we talked about going, I think actually they invited us over to their house that following weekend anyways, and I think I found out on like a Thursday. So we actually ended up telling them that following Sunday, so it had not been very long, but we also knew like it was going to be a hard thing to keep secret. So I actually had got this shirt on Amazon, I think, that says Mama in the Making, and I'll insert a photo of that. So we went there, and they actually ended up having someone over that we weren't expecting to be there, and we wanted it to be like just family that we told, so we were a little worried that it wasn't gonna work out because we didn't know if we were gonna like be able to get time alone with just them and his sister, because she was there too and we wanted to tell her too. But it worked out in the end. We had some time with just us outside for a little bit, and so I just had the shirt on underneath my zip up the whole time. Then my husband was saying that he wasn't sure that they would notice the shirt and that we should have some sort of like backup plan or something to say to point it out or like make it obvious. And I'm like, if they don't, Kayleen will, his sister. Like, I was like, she'll notice, which of course she did. You know, got all excited, and then, you know, his parents were like, what? And it was this big surprise, and they were all really happy. And So yeah, we stayed and chatted about that and took pictures, and yeah, it was a good time. This is their first grandchild, so they were very excited. So that was that. And then it wasn't very long after that we went to visit my parents, and they live more like an hour and a half away from us. So we needed a slightly better excuse to just go, you know, because they obviously needed to know we were coming. But my mom had actually mentioned before, like a couple weeks before, that we should do dinner out at their house, like out on the patio while the weather was still nice. So we made a plan and went down there, and I think I got this idea from another like blog or YouTube video or something that I watched, but I thought it was really cute and kind of funny, and I thought it would work for this one for my parents because my mom's constantly taking pictures of us, so I didn't think it would be that weird if I offered to take a picture of them. So like first I got her to take a picture of us outside on the patio because the lighting was good and like the color from the fall leaves and stuff. And then I said, let me take a picture of you and Dad. So I never say anything before taking a photo, like say cheese or anything like that. So I knew I at least had to do it once and then act like something went wrong when I was trying to take the photo, because I didn't think they would really like catch on to what I was saying if I just went right into it, because they're not used to me saying that, so I didn't think it would register. So I first said say cheese, and then, you know, pretended like something went wrong. I was like, oh, pressed the wrong button or something like that. And so then I was like, okay, say Sarah's pregnant, and yeah, then I was like, oh my god, what?
All right. Say Sarah's pregnant.
Oh boy, that's exciting.
So that was fun. Their reactions were pretty great. This will be their fourth grandchild. My sister has 3 kids already, but of course, you know, they're still very excited. And then we, you know, sat down for dinner and got to chat all about that. So that was fun. Yeah, so the rest of them are photos for how we announced, so I will insert those. Yeah, so give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and leave me a comment below to share how you surprised your loved ones, or how someone has surprised you with the news that they're pregnant. And don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.